Oh, is there a Voidzilla? I'll watch CoffeeZilla talk about crypto scams any day of the week. It's got Joe Rogan in it.
Pump and dumps. Why are they legal? Today, Elon Musk and Joe Rogan are going to tell us the
Bro, CoffeeZilla DM'd me and told me he bought my Enron merch. He specified mine, not the Enron company one. He said he bought both of them, but he also bought mine. And in every video, I never see him wear mine. In every video, he's wearing the other one, Enron merch. The one that launched a rug pull crypto token that he talked about. I launched no rug pull crypto tokens. And he sent me a picture. He actually did buy it, but he doesn't wear it. Yet? Don't say yet, okay? If I wanted to rug pull, I would rug pull with the best of them. I'm not doing it. Actually, do you think CoffeeZilla would make a cool video on me if I did do a rug pull? That'd be kind of fire. Cow coin? What if every cow coin you buy, we donate some of the profits to a needy cow? Or we give a cup of coffee to a cow? That way it's like there's social justice. And I'm the cow. All right, fuck you.
The whole meme coin thing is bananas. Pump them up and sell them.
A casino or something, I don't know.
Yeah, it's totally gambling.
People just...
I see this comparison a lot, guys. This is a rigged game, much more in the likes of something like penny stocks, right? That's not the same thing as gambling. And meme coins are the same way. They're promoted. People buy in, not fully understanding who's got all the supply, who's scamming them on the back end. I just want to be clear,
Yeah, I want to be clear as well, which is that you would have better odds in a casino than you would trying to win on a meme coin. If you're buying into meme coins where the creators own 80% of the float and are sniping it, your odds of making any real money are virtually nil. You will always buy too late, and then the pump will be over and they'll sell into you.
I mean, it's sort of like you go to the casino, like if you expect to win at the casino, you're being a fool. Okay?
Right.
So I think if you expect to win at meme coins, you're being foolish. Yeah.
Now
It's just so funny because he has pumped Dogecoin for years now. He's pumped it and pumped it and pumped it and pumped it and pumped it. And I think I told that story. The guy I met in Copenhagen, he was like a Riot employee that I met at the CS major, the CS2 major with Aiden, who was like, I've got a daughter on the way. He's a smart guy with a good job. He's a Riot employee. He's like, I got a daughter on the way. The biggest thing I'm invested in is Dogecoin. He just bought into the story that was being sold to him by Elon Musk. And people are saying smart in quotes, like, oh, you're so smarter. But that guy's a very successful, I don't want to give his exact job, but he's good. People around him respect him in his job. He's good at what he does. In other words, every other part of him was normal. But he's like, yeah, I've got a family and a daughter, and my biggest investment is Dogecoin. And it's just like this level of hype and pumping and FOMO does draw people in, and they do lose real money.
It also strikes me as incredibly out of touch for people who are already well off and have won at the game of life to kind of puzzle over, like, why would anyone invest?
It's one of the most annoying things about Elon is just the context of you being the richest man in human history really undercuts when you say, like, these people need to work harder, or these people need to, when you just talk about a 9-to-5 government employee like he's so lazy, and it's like you tweet 4,000 times a week, you have 14 children, and you're the richest man in human history. It doesn't, or the thing that Elon said where he said, we're gonna have to go through some economic pain. It's like, it's not pain for you. You're a government connected billionaire. You're gonna be fine. It's like when you're talking about people losing their jobs, it's not a we. Stop saying we.
And so people who are rich often go, what dumb people? I cannot understand why people would put money into this stuff. And it's like, yeah, because you're not in the situation. They're like looking up a mountain and they're going, how do I get up here? And then there's this guy promising a way out. And they're thinking to themselves, well, maybe, I don't know. Also, by the way, there also is a trend of financial nihilism, which says, and is encouraged by certain powerful people.
Talking about this. Hey, I think I did a video when I was talking about the second time Roaring Kitty came back. And I just talked a lot about financial nihilism, which is just this pervasive sense among all young people that I can't get a house by normal means. The idea of working a job, getting promoted, saving money, and getting a house and a family is like out of the way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to gamble. I'm going to gamble on a meme coin, or I'm going to gamble on GME, or I'm going to gamble on AMC, or I'm going to gamble on actual gambling. I'm going to sports bet. Because you just do not You're looking rationally at the world, then you're not seeing a clear path, and you're going on this YOLO. Now, I try to talk about this all the time because I think it's the most important thing I can talk about. When I talk about like Klarna and I talk about this, it's because I think it's the most important thing I can talk about is just people realizing that those things are not going to work. You might see it work for a few people, but the odds are you are in a rigged casino and you will lose. And you'll actually be so much better off than you think just trying to stack some chips, dude, to be a little bit safer. Comparatively to all your peers, you'll be way better off if you just try to like be a little bit wiser and safer with the hard-earned money that you got. Anyway, parlays. Let's talk about our favorite ones.
If you want, like, don't sink your life savings into a meme coin.
No, but you can gamble a little, and you can ride waves and win a little and lose a little.
If you want to have some fun, and don't come, then play with meme coins. But
if you put your family's...
Don't bet the palm.
Sorry, wait, go back. I think the flat inflation of Dogecoin, which means decreasing percentage inflation, is a feature, not a bug. Dogecoin is the people's crypto. Bought some Dogecoin for Lil X so he can be a toddler hodler. Dogecoin might be my favorite cryptocurrency. It's pretty cool. Dogecoin rules. Dogecoin mode.
It's just weird that it's legal still.
I mean, casinos are legal.
Yeah,
and
it is like a
just
casino.
lose money at casinos.
Yeah, but you can't rig a casino like a pump and dump.
Yeah, well said, Joe Rogan.
It's not exactly the same, is it, when somebody is rigging a game versus there is a predetermined like chance and you're...
Yeah, I mean, there's a gaming commission that constantly checks to make sure the odds aren't cheated in Vegas. You know you're a losing player. I mean, you know that they have the odds advantage, but if they try to make it worse, they try to make the roulette table tilted in their favor even more, it could be illegal. They could go to jail. They have to have published odds. There's none of that for crypto. You don't know what your odds are. You don't know how rigged it is against you. You don't know how much is owned by snipers or by insiders.
You could rig a pump and dump.
Yeah, I guess so.
You guess so.
Why is it legal then?
You could run a real pyramid scheme.
Well, I mean, the government's one big pyramid scheme, if you ask me.
Yeah.
What? What kind of answer is this? You are the government. Why are you... It's so weird for the guy to be auditing the government to believe the entire government is a scam. Strange.
Well, you can tell me better than anybody.
Social Security is the...
SBF must be pissed. He did it a little too early. Dude, SBF, if he has access to a phone regularly, must be just despondent that if he'd held out on his scam just a few more months, he would be a untouchable billionaire. If he had just juggled the books a little longer, he would be set for life, still polycules in the Bahamas. And instead, he's behind bars. It's so wild how that turned out.
So, okay, we're talking about the problem of people shamelessly just siphoning money from retail investors, right? And your response is, well, not that many people do it. And if they do, it's just like gambling. And if it's not just like gambling, well, yeah, it is what it is. Shouldn't have bet the farm. And your response to that is, but the safety net for retirement is a scam too? And a bigger... What? How is that a response? Look, you can have problems with Social Security. It's just like, it's not even close. It's not even the same world tree.
Yeah, I mean, you guys, just to be clear, if you're young, you don't know what Social Security is, just to be clear. They take a little bit out of your paycheck for your whole life, Social Security, so that you have some money when you're old. It's almost like a forced retirement plan. And the reason it's not a Ponzi scheme, it's not a pyramid scheme, and it's not a scam. But the reason there's problems with it is that the funding for it may run out as our population pyramid gets more old and less young. Fewer young workers paying into it, more old people drawing out of it, it may run out. That's not a scam of the system. That is a result of our population pyramid, I guess, being bad. A pyramid scheme, I guess, in that way. And yes, there is a plan. I think Bernie Sanders advocated, I don't know who eventually wrote it, but he advocated for it, to reduce the cap on contribution, basically meaning that if you're a 400 billionaire, you have to pay a little bit more in to the Social Security, not just your normal amount, so that there's money left for all seniors. That's the idea. And that would fund Social Security for another 75 years is the idea. But that doesn't currently exist. And the way the speech went yesterday, it feels like they're trying to cut Social Security. So I'm not a hundo P on where it's going. It is a discussion that has to be had, though. Either it has to be funded more or it has to be cut, because otherwise what's going to happen is it's going to keep rolling along fine for the boomers. And then the next generations are going to get in and not get anything. And they paid in their whole lives. That is going to be like Zoomers or millennials are going to find themselves old and they've paid into it their entire lives. And there's not going to be money for them when they have to withdraw. And that is a disaster. And I do not want to fuck around and see boomers siphon the last wealth from Social Security when they had the greatest and easiest run of 30 years of all time. So either it needs to be funded and it needs to start getting funded now with contributions from wealthy boomers or wealthy Gen Xers, or we need to figure out what we're going to do because it is headed towards a really bad problem for people who are young right now, working hard and paying into it.
By the way, they say gambling's legal. It's not legal everywhere, okay? I know we're pushing to make sports gambling.
Damn, he does kind of look like White Squeaks. Look and kind of sound in a way. Someone in chat said it and I instantly noticed it. I do kind of feel like, do you think possibly Squeaks does whiteface at night and then does CoffeeZilla videos? I was on Squeaks' stream today. He was talking about doing reverse Trudeau, which is just whiteface. This could actually be a big break. I've never seen them in the same room. I guess the worst result would be if CoffeeZilla is doing brownface. And pretending to be an Indian man named Squeaks. That would be pretty bad. If he was Rajular style, but I don't want to put that on coffee.
I thought we were just going to get a lot of regulatory clarity. That's what everyone kept telling me. Instead, the SEC just says like, oh, well, meme coins, we're not even going to try to regulate them because we don't even think they fall under our jurisdiction.
Tell them, Coffee. The people I love most in crypto are people that say you don't understand it until you've put in the requisite 100 hours of study. People are like, you don't get it. You haven't put in the 100 hours. And it's like, bro, we all get what you're doing. You are the same desperate person trying to buy a fake token, hoping it goes up so you make money. I don't have to read another white paper to understand the depths of your plan. That's my dad. It's miserable. Yeah, it's such a transparent scheme. How do you keep saying everyone's a grifter? You know, not everyone in your life is a grifter, right? Not everyone here is a grifter. Most people are not grifters. I think we're going to build towards a society where people have more, I don't know, groups? What's the word for it? People have more social groups where they just can trust them. Almost like tribe, maybe. I don't know. Trusted groups, yeah, is the word. I think people are retreating back into trusted groups where they can have some sort of oversight over the code of conduct and consequences. Communities, sure, yeah, communities. Communities is a fun way to put it. And they're going to speak their thoughts more in private. I think that is a trend we will head in as it becomes increasingly obvious that nobody can make a dent in the social noise online, and there's so much danger in it. There's so much danger of getting scammed. There's so much danger of getting retribution. There's so much danger of getting publicly mocked or something. There's so much danger in it. As people are going to retreat into trusted groups and communities, and we'll bring back forums. I think this is going to happen. That's a prediction. We should be the crypto community. I think it'd be really dope if we all just got really heavy into crypto and started talking about cool coins. Have you talked about Casey Anthony's return to the public eye? Does that seem like up my alley? What are the topics we talked about? We talked about Germany remilitarizing, talked about the UK nuclear umbrella for Canada. We talked about Starbucks' CEO's new revamp plan. We talked about crypto scams. And now you're talking about Casey Anthony as a content creator. No, that's not my shit.